bill. Once again, I've got another great recipe for you. So I thought about doing this shrimp salad, and I hate when you go to a restaurant and they give these little tiny shrimp that they've just like killed in mayonnaise to give it filler, and they serve it on some lousy bread, a roll of some sort. So I'm going to show you a little different. So first of all, I've got these really nice shrimp. These are decent sized shrimp. Want about a pound of them. This is a little short of a pound because I'm just making it for 2 people, and there's 12 big shrimp here. And there are different ways you can cook shrimp. Shrimp like this you can grill, skewer or grill. You can throw in a pan on the stove. That's great. But today I'm going to show you a really easy thing that I do. So I've got a preheated oven, 350 degrees. I'm going to throw it in there, 2 to 3 minutes, flip them. You'll know because they change color, they get pink. And so I'm going to throw them in the oven. I want them to cook. Then I got to peel them. You want to peel them while they're still warm, but don't burn your fingers, kind of thing. And then, because I'm making the shrimp salad, I'm going to put them in a bowl, throw them in the refrigerator. I want to bring the temperature down. So I just wanted to show you this part, and then we're going to go ahead and get these in the fridge, and I'll finish it to show you how to put it all together. So we'll see you back in a couple minutes. Alright, so my shrimp is cooked and it's been cooled. It smells great. I want to get back to that. So what I do is I find really nice shrimp like that when it's on sale, and I put it in a Ziploc bag. I get some nice, good sized Ziploc bags. And if you put a little olive oil in, it helps when it thaws, so it's not all stuck together, from freezing from the water. And really, it can last quite a while. I mean, I use them for enchiladas, whatever. The other thing is that some of them I peel, and that's what I would use, like the enchiladas, because you quick peel and throw them in. And anything that I want to either grill or whatever, I leave the shell on. So that's why I did that. I did want to mention, so those are good sized shrimp. It did take roughly 4 minutes per side. I think we ended up cooking them for 8 minutes total to get them cooked all the way through. Let them cool for, like I said, till they're just cool enough to touch. One of the things I did when I thawed them, I sprinkled a little bit of, this is really funny, you're going to think it's funny, this steak rub from Wassie's. And the reason I like it was it's not really sweet, and it has a little hint of dill. And because it's just on the shell, it's going to permeate some flavor, but it's not going to be overpowering. I really decided I'm not a big fan of like just killing everything in Old Bay seasoning. I mean, I do use it for some things, but I do stay away from a lot of things. I like a little more flavor. So I just want to get that out of the way. Alright, so got myself a bowl. I got myself some mayonnaise, about 1/3 of a cup. So just a little too much. We'll see if we need more later. And then I'm going to throw in here, I need a tablespoon of, you're not going to believe this, horseradish. You can use any kind of horseradish you want. I like horseradish. I do warn you, obviously it's going to make it a little spicy, so you could start by putting half a tablespoon. Just give it a try. I'm going for the gusto. There's about almost a full tablespoon in there. And then I got me some Dijon mustard. I don't want to kill it. I just want about half a tablespoon. Just a little bit. Got myself some Worcestershire sauce, and I just need a teaspoon of that. Got some fresh garlic here. I only want about two cloves. This is a little extra, so I'm going to add it gently because I really don't want to kill the seafood, the shrimp in it. Need about a tablespoon of lemon juice. seems like anything seafood has to have a little lemon juice in it. Let's get this started. Mix it up a little bit. Smells good to me. So like I said, I want shrimp. I'm not making a mayonnaise sandwich out of this. Alright, I have about 2 stalks of celery I've chopped up, and like I would guess half a cup of chopped red onion on the bottom. Maybe a little more. I don't know if I can also. Let's see. So that's kind of the secret here of making this really nice. It's like when I make coleslaw, it's not all mayonnaise. You want all the flavors and everything. And you need to add a few twists of fresh ground black pepper, because I love black pepper. Most people would stop right there. And I want to throw a little dill weed in. So once again, we're going to get a little bit of that dill from the seasoning, the steak seasoning. It's going to be in the shrimp. So I just want to kind of expand on that a little bit here. Okay, I'll set this aside. What I want to show you is, I'm going to put cucumber in. Well, if you put the seed of the cucumber, you're going to get a lot of liquid. So what I'm going to do, I only need about half of this. So I cut the ends off already. I'm just going to cut this in half. And then what I want to do is I want to cut it in half again. So I have a quarter. It's real simple. So I'm going to take my knife and I want to cut right along where the line is to the seeds. Switch it over to the side. And cut it. Now look at that. So now I'm throwing all that liquid away. Do the other side. You can always cut again if you made a mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into little strips. Cool. See how nice and thin those are. And cut it in. Make sure you've got all these pretty decently cut. I really only need about half a cup. So I know I don't need all this. Keep the big knives out of the way. Handful this down on there. Mix it up and see what it looks like. Looking really happy. So if you've noticed, I've resisted. I don't want to put the shrimp in till the very end, until I know everything's looking right. It is. Got enough good stuff in here. Cutting board cleaned off. Get those shrimp in here so they can get a little flavorful. Don't those look lovely? So just going to kind of flip those in here. This is what I'm eating for lunch today. Just want to. So this is a little different. I'm sure. See that. And at this point, I would say this is a good time to put it in the refrigerator. I wouldn't make this up too far ahead of time. Fish is a funny thing. It can turn bad rather quickly. So I try and keep it refrigerated and nice and cool and ready to serve. That's why I'm so glad I figured out how to freeze it up, or freeze it, because it comes out just as good. So I've got all those flavors mixed together. So how are we going to plate this thing up? Well, that's what I'm going to show you. Step out of the way. I got myself an avocado. Let's see how good this avocado looks. So, some people like to scoop out the avocado. I like to peel my avocado. So I'm going to cut it in quarters. Peel it. So easy that was. I purposefully took this piece because see, this had the stem on it, so I'm going to make sure we cut that off. Get that out of the way. You have nice clean hands, handling knives. So all I'm going to do is I just want to make some really kind of thin slices here. If we were really fancy, we'd be fanning it all out. But I don't have to be that fancy. So one of the things I will tell you, just like fish, avocado turns brown really fast. So what I usually do, I don't want to put a lot of flavor into the shrimp dish. What I want to do is I just want to sprinkle just on the cutting board, not when I plate it, so that we don't have any excess. Just get a few little sprinkles of lime juice, because lime juice is really going to keep that from turning. And so I'm just going to make a pretty little avocado. Sharp stuff out of the way. Get this out of the way. So basically, instead of putting it on bread, I was thinking, why not just serve it on a little bit of avocado? Like I said, avocado turns, so you have to do this pretty quick. But now I just want to kind of get some of the shrimp out of here so I can plate this. kind of make sure whatever extras you want are on the side. Oh my goodness. So here you have this really pretty, really tasty shrimp salad. I don't definitely concede that I didn't kill it in mayonnaise. This is fresh from the sea. The horseradish is giving a little bit of kick. I can taste that, and the avocado is really going to tame that. So this is a really good combination. I hope you want to give this a try, and if you have any ideas or any questions, please don't hesitate to comment or ask. And of course, I want you to subscribe to my channel so I'm rich and famous, like I should be. But this is a really great recipe, and I really hope you do try it. Enjoy it, and like I said, have fun. This is a great dish. This could be a lunch, a dinner. Nice, beautiful glass of really dry white wine with this, whatever you like, and just sit back and relax. It's real easy to put together. The shrimp, I never boil my shrimp because I think it ruins the texture. This is absolutely perfect. Enjoy. Have a great day.